Watching us here on Power Breakfast, and the morning is looking powerful with the SGX Nifty up 85 odd points. Let's talk about what top industry leaders have to say about private investment picking up. In fact, they spoke at the 9th Banking Conclave of the SBI. We had Chairman Dinesh Khara saying that 20 lakh crore rupees were invested last year and 12 lakh crore rupees has been invested this year so far. And that's not all. Khara also said that banks are sitting on excess liquidity worth nearly 3 lakh crore rupees to meet demand. We spoke with the L&T and the JSW Steel top brass as well. They too remain upbeat on growth as well. Let's get you a slice of that exclusive conversation.
We are already seeing a fairly good pipeline of the proposals. It is, I can probably share the number with all of you here. It is as strong as about 2.5 trillion with State Bank of India itself. And also, let me share with you, last year we had seen almost about the proposals, in fact, the fresh investment coming in about 20 trillion. This year it is already about 12 trillion. So that is a very clear reflection that people have faith in the demand in the economy. I think that is something which is most important. And I would say that if at all there is a demand in the economy, perhaps the corporates are willing to invest. Corporates are willing to come with the infrastructure and also the capacity creation too. And the second important component is the capacity utilization has improved to about 75%.
The government's thrust on infrastructure, building and investment is music to our ears. As a representative of a company which thrives on infrastructure building out, we think that we are in for a period where investment in the core infrastructure, be it transportation, healthcare, be it in terms of public spaces, utilities, water, power. I think India is so underserviced as an economy, and it is at the other end of its aspiration that unless we provide a bridge between the aspiration and the enablers, India is not going to get its targets right. And I think the government does realize. So consequently, I think a lot of focus was getting the act together, getting the house in order. I think now that largely that has been achieved, maybe the minister, finance minister, could possibly see demonstration of the optimism coming through in plans.
So to answer your second question, PLI, production linked incentive for specialty steel, it is not creating a basic steel capacity. So whatever imports we are doing of specialty steel, like electrical steel, which we are importing 100% into India. Similarly, something related to API grade steel or automotive steel, where we are importing, PLI scheme is getting extended only to the specialty steel. That means basic steel making already exists in India. Right. We need to go into high-end value-added steel. For that, PLI scheme is introduced. 79 applications have gone itself is showing that there is a lot of interest in setting up those capacities in India to stop the imports and also to enable Indian steel industry to export, as far as that particular point is concerned. Second one, you...
On the concessional tax rate being extended by another 5 years.
So in fact, this concession of 15% was given in the year 2019. Yeah. And they said by 2023, whatever investments that are made, those investments should be completed and it should be commissioned. Whereas at the request of the industry, it has been extended by 1 more year.
Correct.
But because of this offshoring and also China plus 1 policy, if it is extended, it will be great. It is a welcome step.
My assessment is that almost about 2.5 trillion to 3 trillion is a balance of the government with the banks, RBI. So that remains unspent. During the month of November, we did see some kind of a spending happening from the government, and it did dish out some of the liquidity constraints. Going forward, I think the banks have got the excess SLR, and that excess SLR will be utilized for ensuring that there is no liquidity challenge for meeting out the growth needs of the economy. To my mind, the way inflation is now trending lower in US economy, that will lead to a situation where perhaps the Fed may not be increasing the interest rate as much.
Mr. Khara, you said that you hope or believe that the Fed may slow down the pace of hikes given the fact that inflation has started to ease a little bit in the US. What's the expectation given where we currently find ourselves on the rate trajectory? And we've got the MPC coming up as well in the first week of December. What's your expectation on that?
Well, I think when it comes to the the central bankers. Probably Fed is is supposed to be the bellwether. So let us wait and watch what the FOMC decides.
Interesting insights there from industry leaders. On that note, what we do is take a short break, come back, focus on the commodity space. Cues coming in from that arena. On the other side, stay tuned.